A very good morning to everyone. This is Shubhangi Rao, working as an assistant professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in MLR Institute of Technology. Today we are going to discuss some problems on magnetic field. Let's start. The question is, a point charge of Q is equals to minus 1.2 coulomb has velocity V. We have to find out magnitude of the force exerted on the charge if E is given, P is given, and third condition is both are present simultaneously. So basically we have to find out the electric force exerted by E. E means electric field on charge Q. Then we have to find out magnetic force exerted by magnetic field on charge Q, and in third case we have to consider that charge is experiencing both electric and magnetic force, right? And in that case we have to find out the total force when both the fields are applied. So first we will calculate the electric force which is exerted by electric field on charge Q. So Q is given as minus 1.2 coulomb, right? So as we know, when charge is not moving, we can find out electric force which is given by QE. Q is the charge and E is the field, and Q is given as minus 1.2 and field is minus 18 AX plus 5 AY minus 10 AZ, right? And when we solve it, we will get FE is equals to 21.6 AX minus 6 AY plus 12 AZ Newton. This is the electric force exerted on charge Q. Next we can find out the magnetic force exerted on charge Q. Now it will be moving, the charge is moving, so we can find out Fm, and Fm is given by Q V cross B, where V is the velocity of charge and B is the magnetic field or magnetic flux density. So Fm is equals to, it will be, Q is again given as 1.2, already we know this value. V is equals to 5AX, it is given in the question, 5AX plus 2AY minus 3AZ. And now here we have to consider cross product, so we will use the respective formula. And how we can write it? We can write it in this manner, matrix form. This is, already we know V is equals to, it is VB, right? It will be written as this. Minus 6, 2.4 and 3.6, because we have multiplied minus 1.2 inside, or we can later also do that, and this is minus 4, 4 and 3. So when we solve it, this equation will become minus 21.6 AX plus 3.6 AY minus 33.6 AZ. This is the magnetic force exerted on charge Q, right? Because we are finding out force, we can find the magnitude also. This is the force equation. This is how we can find out magnitude. We will take minus 21.6 square plus 3.6 square plus minus 33.6 square. And on further solving, we will get Fm is equals to, the magnitude of force is equals to 40.1058 Newton. This is the magnetic force exerted on charge Q. Now in third case, we have to find out when both the fields are present. Means we have to find out total force. So F is equals to Fe plus Fm. And this force F is called Lorentz force, means this is the force which includes electric force as well as magnetic force on the charge, right? So we know that Fe is equals to QE and Fm is equals to Q V cross B. right? So we can write this force as Q common, and this can be written as E plus V cross B. So V cross B, cross product, we have already calculated here. So directly we can put into this formula, and this formula on further solving becomes 0ax minus 2.4 ay minus 21.6 az Newton. This is the equation of force, and if we want to find out magnitude, we can just take a mod and it will become minus 2.4 square plus minus 21.6 square, and the total force when both the fields are existing, so the total force will be 21.7329 Newton. This is called Lorentz force, right? Let's take another question. A conductor of 6 meter long, it lies along Z direction with a current of 2 ampere in AZ direction. Okay, we have to find out force experienced by the conductor if B is equals to 0.08 AX Tesla, right? So basically this is the question of force on the differential current element. So the formula is F is equals to I dl cross B, right? So in this question everything is given. I is equals to 2 ampere, B is given as 0.08 AX, dl because it is along Z direction, and we can take it as dl can be taken as L dz. L is given as 6 meter and this is dz, L az, basically it is written as dz az, right? So this will become 6 az, right? So we can put it into this formula and this will become 2 into 6 az cross 0.08 x ax, right? So cross product of az and ax is ay, right? So when we further solve it, we get force is equals to 0.96 ay Newton. This is the force experienced by the conductor due to this field, right? Let's take another question. We have to calculate the inductance of a solenoid of 200 turns wound tightly on a cylindrical tube of 6 cm, and the length of the tube is 60 cm and the solenoid is in air. So the formula of inductance of the solenoid is mu n square A by L, right? Where mu is equals to, we will consider mu naught because the medium is air. N is equals to 200 is given. D is equals to 6 centimeter is given, means diameter. If we want to write radius from here, it will become 3, and we have to write these quantities into meters. So 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Also length is given in centimeters, so it will become 60 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. All these parameters we need to put into the formula of inductance of solenoid, right? So let us put mu will become mu naught, n square is 200, okay, and this is pi r square, A is equals to pi r square, right, and L is equals to 60 into 10 to the power minus 2, right? Mu is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7, okay. So when we further solve it, we will get 2.3687 into 10 to the power minus 4 Henry. This is the inductance of solenoid, right? Let's take another question. A coil of 500 turns is wound on a closed iron ring of mean radius 10 cm and the cross section area of 3 centimeter square. We have to find the self-inductance of the winding if the relative permeability of iron is 800, right? So basically this is a question of toroid, right? So for toroidal ring or the toroid, the inductance formula is n square mu A by 2 pi r, where we will take mu is equals to mu r because it is given in the question relative permeability of material is 800. Then A is given as 3 centimeter square. We need to write in terms of meters, so 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Next, mean radius is given 10 centimeter. Again we have to write in terms of meters, so it will become 10 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. And number of turns are given as 500. We will take it as it is. Now on putting all these parameters into this formula, we will get L is equals to mu naught mu r n square A by 2 pi r. So mu naught is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 and mu r is 800. N square is 500 into 500. A is equals to, area is given 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 2 pi 10 into 10 to the power minus 2. So when we solve it, we will get L is equals to 0.12 Henry or 120 millihenry. That is how we can calculate inductance of toroid. Let's take another question. A point charge Q is equals to minus 60 nanocoulomb. Okay. It is moving with the velocity of 6 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second in the direction specified by the unit vector. The direction of V is given as minus 0.48 AX minus 0.6 AY plus 0.64 AZ. These parameters are given in the question. We have to find out magnitude of the force on moving charge in the magnetic field B, and B is given as 2AX minus 6AY plus 5AZ Tesla, right? So basically we have to find out force on the moving charge where the velocity of charge is given, the field, magnetic field due to which the charge is experiencing the force, that field is also given. The value of Q is also given. So basically we have to use the formula F is equals to Q V cross B, right? So V is given as, its magnitude is given separately and the direction is given separately. So to find V, basically we have to write VA. V means V is given as magnitude is 6 into 10 to the power 6 and the direction is given as minus 0.48 AX minus 0.6 AY plus 0.64 AZ. We can multiply this inside and we will get V is equals to, we will get this value, right? Now we have to use this formula F is equals to Q V cross B. So Q is already given 60 nanocoulomb, V cross B. So few terms we can take outside like this, and on further solving we will get the equation as minus 3.6 10 to the power minus 4 AX AY AZ, and inside we have minus 0.48 minus 0.6 0.64, and here we have field as this Q V cross B. So field is 2 minus 6 and 5 we have to take, and when we further solve it we get the equation as minus 0.3024 AX minus 1.3248 AY minus 1.4688 AZ into 10 to the power minus 3. right? So this is the equation of force experienced by the moving charge. Now we have to find out magnitude, and to find out magnitude we need to take mod of F, which will be minus 0.30 into 10 to the power minus 3 square plus minus 1.324 into 10 to the power minus 3 square plus minus 1.46 into 10 to the power minus 3 square. So when we solve it, we get answer as 2.0009 millinewton. This is the answer, right? Let's take another question. A conductor of length 2.5 meter is in Z is equals to 0 and X is equals to 4. It carries a current of 12 ampere in AY direction, negative AY direction. We have to calculate uniform flux density in the region if the force on the conductor is F is equals to 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton. Okay. In the specific direction, and the direction of this force is minus AX plus AZ upon under root of 2. These parameters are given in the question. Okay. So, let us first write B. B is equals to, it is clear that it is in XYZ coordinate system. So, B can be written as BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ, right? Next, we can write the force exerted on the conductor. F is equals to I dl cross B. Which B? This B, right? Now force is given as its magnitude is this and direction is this. So what we can write? We can write 12 into 10 to the power minus 2, which is the magnitude, and this is the direction. So we will write this complete equation by root 2. This is F is equals to, what is current I? Current I is given as 12 amperes and it is in negative AY direction. So it will be written as minus 12 AY, right? Now DL is 2.5. So we will write 2.5 cross, what we need to write? We need to write BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ, right? That is how we have to write the equation. Then we will further solve it. We will multiply this 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 inside this bracket, and this also we will solve, and finally we get the equation as 2.8267 into 10 to the power minus 3 AX minus 2.8267 into 10 to the power minus 3 AZ, because it is multiplied inside. And second side, the right hand side, we will get minus BX AZ, okay, plus BZ AX, right? BZ, BX AX and BZ AZ, right? So when we compare both the sides, we will get BX and BY and BZ values. So we will get BX is equals to 2.8276 into 10 to the power minus 3. BY term is not there, so BY will become 0. And BZ we will get as 2.8267 into 10 to the power minus 3. Now we can utilize BX, BY and BZ into this equation because we are finding out uniform flux density. So this equation will become B is equals to 2.8267 into 10 to the power minus 3 AX plus 2.8267 into 10 to the power minus 3 AZ Weber per meter square or Tesla. That is how we can calculate magnetic flux density. Let's take another question. Two long parallel conductors are given here and they are separated by 2 centimeter in the air and they are carrying 100 ampere current. They are in opposite direction. Basically, the arrangement is like this. This is first conductor, this is second conductor. They are separated by 2 centimeter distance. Both are carrying same current, but they both are in opposite direction, means there will be the force of repulsion, right? We have to find out the force per meter length of the conductor, right? So here I1 and I2 is given as 100 ampere. D is the distance. So it is 2 centimeters. So in meter we will write it as 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Mu is equals to mu naught mu r. Okay. For air, because the medium is air, so mu r will become 1. So we will get mu is equals to mu naught, whose value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Now, the formula of force per meter length between two long current carrying conductor is basically F by L is equals to mu I1 I2 upon 2 pi D, right? So we will put all the values. F by L is equals to mu is equals to, because it is mu naught, so 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. I1 I2 means 100 into 100, 2 into pi, and D is equals to 2 into 10 to the power minus 2, right? So when we solve it, we will get answer as 0.1 Newton per meter, means force per unit length is 0.1 Newton per meter. Okay, and we can also conclude that as the currents are as the current in the parallel conductor is flowing in the opposite direction, the force will be the force of repulsion, right? Let's take another question. A magnetic field B is equals to 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 AZ is given in the question. Okay, and this field exerts a force on 0.3 meter long conductor, and this conductor is along x-axis. Okay, now this is the length of conductor, and if the current of 5 ampere flows in negative AX direction, current is 5 ampere, it is in negative AX direction, right? We need to determine that what force must be applied to hold conductor in that position. So basically we need to find the force on this conductor due to this field, right? So this question belongs to force on differential current element, and the formula is F is equals to I dl cross P. Okay, where dl is equals to L D. Abhi here the direction is AX, so L dx. Dx means what will come here? AX will come here, right? So how do we write it? We will write I is equals to 5, okay, L is equals to 0.3, and as we said the direction is negative AX, so minus AX, and the B is given as 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 AZ, right? So we will solve it, and on solving we get minus 0.0525, and we have now AX cross AZ, so it will be minus AY. So we will get minus minus, it will become plus, so it will be plus AY Newton. This is the force which will be experienced by the conductor which carries 5 ampere current due to the field B is equals to 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Az. Let's take other question. A very long solenoid with 2 cross 2 centimeter cross section has an iron core, okay, and the permeability is given mu r is equals to 1000 and 4000 turns are there per meter. This is given about the solenoid. Now if it carries the current of 500 milliamperes, we have to find out its self inductance per unit value of the self inductance, right? So we have the formula L is equals to mu n square A by L, right? Now n is equals to n by L, means number of turns per unit length, and A is equals to, it is area of cross section which is given as 2 into 2 centimeter square. So this we can write it as 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. This is area, right? Now let's put everything into this formula. This n by L has become small n, so we can write L is equals to mu naught mu r n square A. Mu naught is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Mu r is given as 1000. N square turns per meter are given as 4000. Okay. So 4000 square, and the area is given as 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So when we solve it further, we will get L is equals to 8.0424 Henry per meter. This is the self inductance of the solenoid per unit per meter length.